Welcome back, guys, to Metaphor ReFantazio, where last episode, after reaching tolerance rank 4 within Etruria, we continued with our bonding by visiting Maria as she made a friend of an enemy for her rank 7, and then joined Juna on a trip into Brawlhaven, where she was asked to perform for her rank 2. Feeding Edeni to change the weather, we set off for the final dungeon of the area and took the time to finish our bond with Heisme, who now sees us as a son as our gauntlet runner sails onwards.
Silento, a settlement known for its marine trade, thanks to the bounties of the sea. The bay's most prominent feature, though, is a sinkhole of unfathomable depth. Some believe to gaze into its abyss is to be spirited away. The gauntlet runner glides into the inlet as seabirds overhead cry out songs of victory at their catches.
Giving it some thought?
Something here. Want to make a quick detour before we continue on? I mean, obviously we're stopping. We've never been here. My, what a lovely village. It's like a little outdoor resort, wouldn't you agree? Makes me want to go swimming. Agreed. All the islands around here are hot as blazes after all.
What?
I bet there'd be a stampede on the island if people found out a famous songstress was swimming here. I can't imagine the islanders would know who I am. Perhaps I ought to gather an audience and sing for them. Alas, we are not here on leisure. Was there not something we needed to buy?
Honestly.
I believe I see the shop we seek. Was there something we needed to buy? We're able to get by because we can still catch fish here, thankfully. We don't have much to offer, but please make yourself at home.
Right.
Oh, you're certainly right about not having much to offer. What? Wow, Juna. Rude. The tournament? Stuff like that means nothing to us out in a remote village like this. Moreover, if the church is involved, I don't even want to know about it.
No.
You say that, but what if it involves your priestess? Well, that changes things, doesn't it? No one's ever seen the bottom of the giant hole in the bay. If you're all confident in your swimming, why not take a dive?
If so.
But what if the runner could become submersible? I could make some adjustments here and there, and I dare say we would dive. Neuras, we have no need to journey below the sea. Yet. What are we buying then? Hero's fruit. You sell this? And leaf light and jeweled roots. Whew. Oh, okay, you only sell 2. Damn. This is worth buying though, because that's like, it's seriously worth buying. I should buy some more pristine clear water by the look of it too. Use while bathing to increase protagonist magic by 2. Use while bathing to increase protagonist strength by 2. I'll buy a couple of limp goldfishes. I think I'll buy all of this. Not much after all, but it's like free archetype experience basically. Well, not free. I'm actually paying money for it, but I feel like monetary exchange for archetype experience ain't that bad. Especially the hero's jeweled roots as well. I don't know if they had like scaling costs. I don't know if I'll ever end up using the bath. Let's buy one of each just in case. Nothing for us to sell, is there, after all? Well, let's keep on keeping on. You done with your business here? Let's continue our trip.
Hey.
We're gonna keep traveling, right? Okay, let's head back to the runner. Let's do that.
As the sun sets over the sea's horizon and the birds rest their wings, the gauntlet runner settles into a reef, waves lapping softly at its hull. The gauntlet runner anchors itself at the reef to stave off danger. Within its walls, the party sleeps peacefully.
Man, if only I waited for Idol's Day, I'd have been able to buy all that for a big discount. The Reef Camp.
All right then.
Something in the memorandum by look at Silento. A fishing village located within the Virga Island archipelago which surrounds a large marine cavern. The waves are calm year-round, allowing the islanders to build their homes atop the water. The sinkhole, said to be caused by something plummeting from the sky into the sea, boasts unfathomable depths, and its surrounding waters it is possible to catch great harvests of fish not available in other nearby waters. However, it is said that those who appeared into the great cavern's abyss are taken away to another world, and many of those who have challenged its depths never returned. DLC? Excuse me, do you know when you might go out shopping next? It would be a disaster if you ran out of medicine in the middle of battle. By no means do I mention this because I'd like to go peruse the shops with you or any such thing. Oh, really? I have a Dream Eater moth, thank you very much, Lee. And of course we can hang out with Neuras at night, and that's what we're going to do. We waited and waited and waited till we could go down to see you at this time. Ras is doing it while we were in town. But that did allow us to get our tolerance up, thankfully. Hello, old chum.
Oh,
Hello there. Come to check on the progress with the lands? Well, you ought to know I'd never work on it where those brothers could see. No. So what's the matter, lad? Wait, have you come across another potential relic? That I have. I handed Neuras the junk we picked up during our travels.
well.
Egad, what is this? Yes, jolly good. Oh.
Hey.
Why, hello there, my dear little guest. Such a pleasure to meet you. Is he baby talking the relics? They never cease to amaze me, no matter how much I study them. These relics use a power that interferes directly with the fundamental elements of matter. Yes. I see. So if we harness the colossal heat generated to that point.
My God.
I hear it. By my sainted aunt, I hear it. The whispers of an ancient civilization. Their secrets murmured in hushed reverence. Thank you, Will.
Thank you.
Thank you. 8 heroes fruits, another 4,000 archetype experience. Well, strike me down. There really are all kinds of relics out there. Enough to give me a thunderclap of inspiration even when I'm at a low point. You're feeling low?
Wow.
When I'm deep in my research, sometimes this anxiety just overcomes me is all. I start wondering if these happy days of mine might suddenly disappear.
That.
You remember I told you about my failed flight test back in my more respectable days? Back when I was still just a young man? I set out to prove my own flight theory and botched it spectacularly. Once I'd healed from the ensuing clash, I was demoted. They chose to adopt another flight plan. Worst of all, the people I'd thought friends and supporters quietly took their leave of me one by one. Seeing my colleagues change their tune as easily as a coin flips made me realize just how frightening people are. What I fear most, though, is the coward I'd become.
You're right.
After you've been burned, instead of choosing the path of exhilaration and the unknown, you tend to favor the path that's safe, secure, and least risky. We won't betray you, though.
Fine.
Don't worry, we won't disappear on you.
Yeah.
I suppose so. When I think about it rationally, I doubt any of you would abandon me, especially if you stuck out this relic hunt so far, eh?
Yes.
Exactly. You're our trusty engineer. I don't know what we'd do without you. Goes to show, can that old age sour your outlook, eh? Thank you both. I do love you. Ooh, okay.
Oh, come on.
Well, glad to hear you're feeling better, right, Will? Ah, bless her.
Thanks.
I'm grateful for the encouragement. I feel like I know what it really means to be strong when I'm with you lot. Wish I could have met you lot sooner. Maybe my life would have been more...
I'll do it.
No, perhaps it's better to think of this time gallivanting around with you as my second lease on life. I'll make up for all that wasted youth in no time flat. I feel Neuras' burning feelings of camaraderie, and trust in me. Camaraderie. Alright, bombastic bombardier.
Lessons of youth.
At the start of Bound, the Gauntlet runner deck, enemies take even more damage, as well as significantly reducing the mag cost of studying the gunner lineage.
The truth is,
Truth be told, the relics are really starting to come together, thanks to you. I get the strangest sense that this gadgetry could generate untold levels of power. Something the size of my palm, enough to power 1,000 Gauntlet runner engines. Even more, I dare say. Once this is complete, not even the stars will feel like such a faraway dream. But that hinges on you all finding those relics. Well, with that settled, I'm counting on you to bring a new relic for a new flash of inspiration. What level's the
This one's
quest?
important.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's only slightly above. It's like the same level as what we're going to now, so could it be where we're going to now? The Hero's Leaf of Light's 8,000 archetype experience.
now then.
Alright, now that I'm fighting fit again, it's time for some maintenance. Yes, maintenance. You'll be lending me a hand, of course. I helped Neuras with maintenance for a while and left the engine room. I'm free from my camaraderie.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
A new month's about to dawn. Right, time for my poop.
What to pick?
Time for my poop, time for my lucky poo. Not got it, technically. I pooped it out, so I've lost it. Makes more sense. Having confronted myself in peace, I feel like I've seen the truth of the world. How much luck have I gained from that so far? Like 6? 7?
Got it.
Alright, we did all of our things on one day. I doubt there's anyone else, sadly. Looks like Juno can only be at night when we're back home.
This is...
So it's basically pick yourself a goody goal. I don't think you've put anything in here still, yeah, have you? Maybe when we leave to the next area you will, but that's not now. Literally not now. I feel like yours might be the best thing to do, because it gives the most stuff. Right, can we cook anything different? Finisher noodles can be cooked, and that's it. The brocaded koi that we've got. For 30 seconds, defeat enemies in the field with a single hit. That dish from Highsmay's home village. I'll go get him. Is it a pastry dish again?
However,
We are rather blessed by the amenities of this gauntlet runner. To travel in such comfort, the kitchen is magnificent. So let us focus on the preparation of quality food. That alone can mend body and soul. However, mistake not my meaning. I would have you take the process seriously, as I do not mean to cut corners. Yes, boss. I followed Highsmay's lead and began kneading the flour into dough. Now I'm not allowed to.
look.
With the dough assembled, you must throw your entire being into stomping it. Divert all your power to your legs. Yeah, we're way to go, lad. Don't give in to your fatigue. I'm just standing here. In summary, moderation is key. Clearly that applies to the heat as well. Wow, the shine and density to this dish we made is unparalleled. Density.
In days gone by,
I present a taste of my hometown with our finisher noodles. I have no doubt it will make a filling meal. Should be called feet-smelling noodles. I don't know. I do like getting 2 for the price of 1 now, though. That's pretty tasty.
All right.
So yeah, here's the deal, right? Courage. Bravery, whatever it is. Courage. I don't need this. I know, that sounds really weird to say, right? I don't need to get extra of it. I'm going to get some from here. I'm going to get some from here. And I get it when I do the arena. So I literally do not need that. Wisdom is, because we get some stuff from thingies, but we don't get much else. You know what I mean by thingies, right? Like viewpoints. I honestly think the best thing here is imagination. I don't get oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point. We're out of quest more imagination. Much of what we saw in Briarhaven was just amazing. I often think of it apropos of nothing. That's where we met Ovi and Hyperlick. I wouldn't mind talking to them again. There's a gleam in Yufa's eyes. Maybe I should have a heart-to-heart with her once we're back in town.
Well,
We're traveling at the moment, so I must be patient.
actually,
Will, would you join me in a bit of meditation? If I face myself through meditation and broaden my view of the world, my imagination will improve, but I'll probably get it wrong.
I'm very
Wonderful.
happy.
Then let us sit before the altar and build our spirits calm. I think I hear wolves howling in the distance, but there's no way they could be so near the gauntlet runner, could they? We're in the ocean. Clear away your thoughts, Will.
May I?
During meditation, you must do naught but feel yourself where you are, in this time and place, and accept it. No matter what you hear, just listen. Let things be as they are. Abandon yourself to the great flow of everything. I should try to do what Euphra is telling me. Let things be as they are, but how? How? Breathe deeply? This how?
All right.
I'm going to imagine howling into the distance.
Well,
Tell me, are you thinking of something like strange and primal right now? The aura around you tells me you are. I couldn't rid myself of all my other thoughts, so I think the meditation increased my imagination only slightly. No, I should have breathed. I was still 5. Well, it's not the top score, sadly.
Farewell.
It seems you've relaxed a little, so let's keep this up a bit longer, shall we? I was trying to relax into it by accepting the weirdness. I continued to meditate with you for a while. Not that weird.
Neuras speaking.
I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop. Oh, we've got a viewpoint.
At last, the party arrives at Sporico Cave, nestled deep in the forest. Within, vibrant flowers rich with color blossom in full glory. But theories claim the cave itself is a weapon of a bygone era, and the magic of its circuitry infused the ground with magla. As though drawn in by the bewitching light, the gauntlet runner draws near the mouth.
Tis a place that grows ever more curious. It almost appears as though the plants themselves are creating a path. Everywhere on this island is bursting with nature, but this is on a whole other level entirely. Oh, now this is a proper ruin. It's an extremely old one at that too. Time is taking its toll on it, but what lies beneath all these plants remains distinctly man-made. What? Do my eyes deceive me? Could it be an enemy, a bug, something you want to eat? Did you find something delicious to eat? How is it you perceive my thoughts so readily?
Look.
Observe, the shape of these flower petals betrays the edible nature of the species. It is likely that a most precious nectar flows within. Of course it's about food.
Still.
That matter aside, could there be a reason as to why this place is so conducive to the growth of grass and trees? It's definitely faint, but I do feel the flow of a special magla. It's not the type that naturally drifts in the air. It almost feels like an igniter.
Rather.
The remains of this structure most certainly originate from an era before the advent of igniters. If that's true, then we've certainly got quite the discovery on our hands. However, whatever magic that remains here now seems like it's only got the power to make plants grow. The great civilization withers only to leave vegetation behind. It is perhaps a mirror of our own fate. A curious pattern reveals itself to me. Under the roots of this tree, it almost looks as if... Could it possibly be a magical formula?
Now then.
We should continue forth before Neuras' curiosity truly takes root and he finds himself amongst the trees, planted here for eternity. Oi, oi, come on now. Just allow me another moment to take a better look at this. I sense that my wisdom has increased after taking in the beauty of this place's flowers.
All right.
Yeah, royal virtues. Oh, wisdom goes very slowly up. Yikes. Okay. While I observe this place, I sketched a detailed record of these ruins. I assume you want to hold on to it, lad? Sporico Cave drawing. I accepted Neuras' drawings as a memento of my travels.
As the clear surface gives way to the glassy ink of darkness, the gauntlet runner reaches a remote island. The party gets a good night's rest, grateful for the still land that does not sway them at its whims.
All right then.
What is going on today? Wisdom with you, tolerance, more memorandums on top of that.
I see.
Church buildings are usually so magnificent. It's not a Mystari custom to put much emphasis on where we pray, so long as there's an altar. That makes the Dragon Temple an outlier of sorts. It's a special case, as it was built on ruins that held importance to our ancestors. Sporico Cave. A cave located in the dense forest of a small island near Virga Island. The interior is covered in plants and large flowers that continue to grow there despite the lack of sunlight due to vestiges of magic. In fact, cutting through the roots reveals magic circuitry in the walls, indicating the remnants of something man-made. There is no record of how such a mechanism was made, nor why it was abandoned, but among the Mystari it is said that nature admonished the faults of man. Somehow I didn't read the towering seawall one. Giant wall of water above the sea near Bralhaven's coast. The spectacle is caused by abnormal magla unique to the area. I'm sure it did. Unique to the area that makes it appear as though the very sea has been split in two. Beyond the wall of water is the sea as most people know it, in which fish swim normally. However, hapless fish will sometimes leap out from the waves and fall like rain to the land below. No, I don't remember hearing that bit. How did I miss you?
Hey.
It never fails that when I head into town, I'd find someone struggling with a problem. I'd be mobbed if I stopped, so why don't you see if you can lend a hand? Helping people is a good way to earn recognition and maybe a little reward as a bonus. Being nosy has its perks.
All right. Then.
Yeah, what can I do? It is wisdom. Wisdom's probably the best one if I do anything. But if you know what I mean, I get more guaranteed wisdom by looking at this, right? Than trying to possibly speak with Hulkenberg. Go seems to be deciphered even further. Well, we don't have anything else going on at this point in time. Well, I could do wisdom with Neuras. And I guess there's a guaranteed element. You want to go on a deck in a scorcher like this? You'll burn out there. Come on, let's stay inside until things cool off. Oh, I can't even actually go to the campfire? I was like, where's my book? To be honest, I don't think I've done wisdom with Neuras before. So I probably should do it on that regard. I will obviously only get 3 points though. What ho? Did you get a hold of a new lost relic? What, you haven't miraculously tripped over another one? After all this progress, I suppose I can't help but expect the fates to be in your favor. Let's keep an eye out for the relics. The journal in the engine room should have some clues about their whereabouts. How long as I have time, next thing on my to-do list is, you know, my boy, you've got a look on your face like you want to take care of the runner's reactor. How about it? Studying such complex machinery, why, I'm sure it will boost your observational powers by leaps and bounds. Probably, that is, indubitably. Carefully inspecting the machinery might hone my wisdom. Why not?
Thank you.
Oh, glad to hear, lad. Much obliged.
Say,
We've talked about how the runner works before, right? How about I give you a little brief on the fuel system? About there was a crystal over there. That's the core that's needed to make the runner work. Might be obvious, but that crystal's chock full of magla, of course. The more you push the runner, the more magla it uses. As long as you maintain it properly, you'll never have to replace it. Though, if it's as big as the one Luis has, you may need to change it out every so often. Really, using it for flight means he's already expending its energy far beyond reasonable limits. The amount of crystals would be enough if you're irresponsible about it. So you say.
spare a moment.
Well, that said, you want to be very careful not to overwork the machine. I can't cut corners then.
Really?
Well, no room from cutting corners, I guess.
Quite.
I should say not. I'm counting you to do it right, lad. After all, if something breaks, we're all scuppered. Personally, I'd rather not waste power too frivolously. Studies have shown that overusing these crystals can be awful for the environment. If you treat these like Luis does, just using them up and tossing them away willy-nilly, then you're bound to leave all sorts of distortions in your wake. That's why I prefer not to rely solely on crystals. I want to develop a way for Gauntlet runners to fly on their own power, and then take that technology even further. Technology isn't something to be hoarded and monopolized. It's always been meant as a tool for the public good. That's a great sentiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it's great. I wouldn't settle for less. No fun in keeping these marvels to ourselves anyway, what? Gauntlet runners soaring through the skies, teleportation magic. I want nothing more than to see technology spread like wildfire, make everyone's lives a little easier. Although I haven't a clue how to achieve flight yet, much less teleportation, boggles the mind why the blasted thing sees you as some sort of key. All the more reason why the direction we go is all up to you now, chap. We're lucky to have a captain capable of such magical flibbery-floppery. Would you rather it was you, though? Good question. I certainly prefer that anyone could use it, but if I were the only one who could, well, if it were me, I'd teleport and not a one would follow. That you seem to have a monopoly on this power, and no one's raised even a pip of complaint speaks to your virtue. Standing tall, guiding this merry band, you feel like a natural-born leader, and I'm sure the others would agree with the sentiment. Got rather chatty there, didn't we? But the hour is still young, so while we're here, why not inspect a few more spots? Well, my wisdom has been polished by our inspection.
All right.
Oh, I got a 4! It barely moved! What the crap? It didn't bend it. What? So it looks like my wisdom is like slightly it's probably exactly the same as my imagination. My eloquence is really close. So my courage is probably the least one now? No. Tolerance is, but still. I spent some time with Neuras in the engine room inspecting every nook and cranny.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Looks like we should be investing in wisdom by the amount it moves every time. I'm going to get a fair bit of courage soon, but I want to get that from the arena. Well, you know what I'm doing, don't you? We're meditating again.
This is...
Always get Orgo sugar. I feel like I definitely need to fish at some point in time here to get some of these ingredients that are on this list. Looking like it, isn't it? I should make at least one of these. Maybe I should make all of these. Yeah, I'll buy some more limp goldfish.
All good.
So we've already seen this one before. We get an extra one made, so we will make 4 total. So I guess we skip this one. And that should be all the weather changing I need to do ever. Unless it's just in this section and then I just kind of wasted a segment. I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. Much of what we saw in Briarhaven was just amazing. Oh, you said that with Obi and Hyperic. Yes, we'll go there soon.
Well,
We're traveling at the moment, so I must be patient. We are going to join you in some more meditation.
I'm very happy.
Wonderful. Now let's sit before the altar. Bid our spirits calm. I'm going to howl like a wolf again. My legs are numb after sitting in the same position for so long. Will, try to clear your mind.
May I?
Meditation is about freeing yourself from your cage of a body and conversing with your soul. If you listen to the voice of your heart, everything here in the world should cease to bother you. I should attempt to do what she says, listen to the voice of my heart, but how? Oh, so recrossing my legs.
All right.
I'll try crossing my legs again. No! Focusing on my numbness this time. We're trying to shift position just now. Your soul is still too bound up in your flesh. I'm terrible at... I mean, to be fair, I cannot relax, so I get this.
All right.
I'm a terrible relaxer.
Farewell.
It seems you've relaxed a little, so let's keep this up a bit longer, shall we? No. No switching off.
The Spire of Blind Faith is the decision to pursue such a beast, one of bravery, or something else altogether. The party sets foot in the tower, filled now only with disquieting magma. All prayers long unanswered.
The interesting bit about this place, if it's always heat weather, seemingly, the monsters must be really freaked out by the fact it's not. Ew, we're finally here. We really had to take the long way around, didn't we?
And
That man asked us to come here to get revenge on a monster, right? Such a pity, that whole story. Suppose it's the only consolation he'll get. Let's be about it.
No.
Don't believe we'll need very long. Over there is that not the very person that brought us here? It might be indeed. Alright, what classes are we going as? I feel like we're fine to go with what we are. There's a little bit of growth being done with like Hulkenberg, etc. They haven't got like many new abilities. Be nice to get to Magic Rush ASAP, I guess. It's neither here nor there really when I think about it. Stroll's Samurai has Thunderblade now, dealing heavy physical electric damage to all enemies, being able to be brought in at any time. Isn't that bad? About to get Attack Lore too. And Concentrate not far off. Right, if I'm a Seeker, I'm just wondering if I should totally boost my Seekerage. If you know what I mean. Just really bang it up to get to the next tier. Start learning this. And then have, like, you know, Void Wave decreasing attacks. 26 MP, sure, that's a lot. The Seeker's Gale as well. It could be good if, you know... I really want the Seeker's Flame. He's recovering MP for each hit. Maybe we just be, like, redonkulous at that point in time. Oh, wait, does it also... No, it was just 2 things. I think overall, like, the classes are fine. Were you not asked to avenge someone's sister? Could it be that... No, I'd rather not think it. Hey, let me come along. I'll watch your back for you.
I see.
Here.
We had it requested, didn't we? We've come all this way. We may as well complete it. All set. Let's get this show on the road. Guess we should look at what we need to do in here. So, we have... Wait, did I buy the thing for this one? Ah, here, Phantom Avian of the Spire. It's this one. Leogron of the Spire of Blind Faith will fly into a rage and attack more frequently if you fight in the front row. It's weak to piercing fire. So technically this group works out the best again. There's a place known as the Spire of Blind Faith down south. No one dares to go near it though. Technically it isn't all that far from this island, but due to the way the current flows, one must approach it by circling about from the north. Worse yet, they say a monster dwells within the tower. It supposedly resembles a large bird with vivid plumage. Might be that it's just overly cautious, but the closer you get, the more violent it becomes. Best to attack from as far away as possible from the rear.
You don't say.
If we make good use of our formation, we might be able to attack without getting too close.
Just between us.
Seems like it's vulnerable to fire and pierce attacks, so I'd recommend having those in your arsenal. Got a lot of fire. We've got a bit of pierce too. Everyone's got something that's strong against it.
I'm sure of it.
That request was to find someone, yes? I hope we are able to guide her home safely. I'm all set. We can go anytime. Seemed close on the map, but that ended up being quite the journey, huh? Now let's handle this request. Take me with you. It won't be the wrong choice. Well, I might switch you to gunner.
Now then.
Sniper even. Is that the woman we are searching for? It would certainly be convenient if it were. Alright, I'm ready. We depart on your command. Do I boost me up?
What now?
It's so tempting. Especially because I've got lots of these now. I've got lots of stuff to do it. I'm too tempted.
New skills, new possibilities.
Cyclone. Maybe I'll go to smaller ones now. God. Costs a lot to do this though.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Vitalja. Maximum HP increases by 25 for that.
I see.
Alright, to Soul Hacker we shall go.
Fascinating.
The Soul Hacker. This is the archetype that I've come to govern after having met you.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite traveler. Travels having led to wisdom, they use their knowledge of the unknown to reach the very depths of the soul. 16,500 mag? 16,500? Farewell all the stuff I've recently gathered.
On you.
That is the power I seek.
course.
And so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an elite seeker. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. So worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength exalted, if thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the seeker.
Really?
This is the power of the Soul Hacker. Reaching into the very depth of my own soul, I shall use it well. To continue my search for the path I must walk.
New skills, new possibilities.
Just wish I had a better weapon to go with it. And from that, though, I guess I will give you a small starting boost
I found new power.
to get you Seeker's Gale for the heavy win to all, recovering MP for each hit. And on the synthesis side, we've got Tetra Break, we've got Soul Blade Rider as well, but nothing else along those lines. Probably won't need to use that kind of stuff. Just need to make sure I've got my stuff inherited. Botra, Blizzer, Candera, Hamoan. That should work. 42 MP. Will this be ultimate power or not? Ain't that the question? Well, I think we should go in.